Hey guys, welcome back to Final Fantasy VI. I'm Amalgorithmic. Last time we beat up a snail. This time we are checking out this guy's clock to get an elixir. Let's talk to James Hetfield over here. James Hetfield, like 30 years ago. Pulls out an EXP share, and suddenly we can't remember anything. Apparently we had a mind control crown placed on us by the Empire. Young woman born with the gift of magic and enslaved by the Castalian Empire. This is Tara Branford. I won't be detailing the characters too much, as much of their story is told throughout the game. I will, however, go over their stats, their importance, and their roles in combat. Tara's kind of the Mario of the game. I don't just mean she is the mascot, but she's all around a pretty well-balanced character. Doesn't necessarily excel at any one thing, but she will fill any role you need her to, and as a result is a character you definitely want to have in your back pocket. She's also one of only 2 characters who naturally learn magic, making her extremely useful for a lot of the game. It's not until about the halfway point where that usefulness kinda tips a little bit, but she's still very useful even then. My name is Tara. Alright. Apparently we recover from amnesia alarmingly quickly. His real name's gonna be on screen, assuming he has one. I'm pretty sure this dude's name is actually Alvis. Though I also don't think the game ever tells you that. Or if it does, it's not until a lot later. Alright, and we have our second hidden item in the game, but we can't get to it. I'm going to show a little map up on the screen somewhere. There's hidden shoes up in this corner. I don't know why. You can't get to them. They're just secret shoes. And that's alarming. So, instantly with the fights, that's even more alarming. These are spritzers, pretty easy little baby enemies. Once again, just mash A, they'll die. They have virtually no health. 46 XP. Gil is this game, well, I guess universe's money. Assuming you are unfamiliar with Final Fantasy. Get used to waiting. It's a huge thing with this game. Another save point. I think I will. Alright, that top right chest is a Phoenix Down. You won't realize it, but you've also just been introduced to a new mechanic. You come back through several areas later on in the game. Typically, every time you do, there's new items. This first round is a Phoenix Down. Later on, it's something way better. Once you open a chest, it's opened. Meaning, if you open a chest now, the items later on are gone forever. This is fine. We get a sleeping bag here. Later on, it's an elixir, or an ether, sorry. Or maybe it is an elixir. My notes are wrong. I'm very confident it's an ether, though. So a massive downgrade.
Alright, bandits have a little bit more health and also kind of, no, I didn't do it. They have a final blow. I forget what it's actually called in the game. But some enemies will have an extra attack after they die, just as one final trick up their sleeves, trying to kill you, even though they died because they are cowards. Alright, here we have an individual known as Kefka.
This is a man of... well, we'll just say a man of reputation within Final Fantasy. Clearly he's fully mentally stable.
Alright, we have Emperor Gestal and two unknown individuals, standing up by Kefka and Terra, respectively.
Although they do seem to have pretty unique looking sprites, so maybe we'll see them later. When everything's not faux sepia toned.
Treasure Hunter and Trail-worn travelers searching the world over for relics of the past. Here we have Lot Cole, who occupies the role of thief in this game with his signature ability Steal. While his magic stats leave a lot to be desired, he more than makes up for it with his impressive speed and evasion. He'll be among the first to attack in most fights and be ready to block a lot of incoming physical attacks. I'd advise having Locke in your party as much as possible, as Steal will let you get some extremely valuable items for free if you're lucky. Steal has a pretty high chance of failing in my personal experience. One man says robbing, another says treasure hunting. I'm gonna go with the guy that says robbing, because very seldomly is that term used incorrectly. Alright, City Guard doesn't want to listen. Shocker. Cops and RPGs are never useful. And it seems like our heroes are cornered. And it also seems like we have a bunch of Megalodots after us. But it seems like we might be getting some help. from the Moogles. Sure, I'll take an explanation. Fight using 3 different groups, press select to switch between them.
That button obviously varies on which version you're playing. GBA is select.
The leader of the guards before these men reach Terra or the battle's lost.
What I'm going to do first is take this group So this first one has way more health than everyone else. It has a shorter name. And mastered a new dance. I'll bite. What's a dance? Twilight Requiem. Okay, I don't actually know the commands off the top of my head. I feel silly. I typically do this intro a little bit differently. I thought I'd switch things up here. Don't worry, we'll get to that later. You don't need to kill all of them, but it's also just a constant line of them funneling from a small tunnel, so good chance you're fighting all of them. Save one group for Locke. Why not, right? That looks like it's all of them. Megalodoths hurt, but it's also unlikely for anyone in this group to kill it before it gets an attack off, so that's why I sent the other group ahead first. Otherwise, you're probably going to end up losing this group, and you kind of want Locke for this one. Because I can get it. Mithril Knife. I feel like he has another one, but I just can never seem to get it if he does. Has no items, alright, I'll take your word for it. Pretty sure he has a Mithril Sword as well, but I just can never seem to get it. At any rate, that is Locke's gimmick. He steals things. He is this game's thief. This is both very helpful and very required later on. Typically, bosses have some really good things if you can manage to get them. But enemies typically have rare drops as well as their common drops, and as far as I can tell, once you get one drop, you can't get the other. So if you are playing this on an emulator, I guess you can just save scum it. Otherwise, you can still save scum it, but it's going to take you way longer. Secret tunnel. Think those little cat pig fairies. I'm not gonna lie, I think this may have been one of, if not the first game I've played where the protagonist had amnesia. Really, I can't think of too many other games I've played that have had a similar premise. I'm sure there's countless of them. But from personal experience, I don't really remember any. So strange feeling to have. That bucket heals all of your party's HP and MP. It is a 100% full heal. In this box is a dog. Was a dog. Get out of here. And either from that, that is yet another save point. Don't believe there's any hidden items in here other than the ether. Any items you find indoors likely will not change. I think there might be one or two exceptions later on, but for the most part, you're free to pick these up whenever you feel. They're not going to be any different. Anything that's in a dungeon is probably going to be different. If it's in a dungeon or in a town. Freely in a town. Inside houses and stuff, as I just mentioned, probably going to be safe. Try to go back into town. We're told we need to go south. But I think we're going to save that for next time. I feel like this video has kind of been going on for a while. I'm going to look at the timer. It's going to say 5 minutes. I mean, going on long enough, I guess. It's under 20. We've made decent enough progress. We have our next objective at least, so I think that's fine. Next time, we'll be heading south to a place called Figaro. We'll see what that's all about. Apparently, Locke knows somebody there, so maybe they can help us regain our memory a little bit. I've been Amalgorithmic. This has been Final Fantasy VI. I will see you guys next time.